Hello and welcome to the WOR Tier 7 Austrian Grand Prix, live from a very soggy qualifying session. We're here for Season 12, Round 4, here at the Red Bull Ring in Austria. And as you can see, we have got a full lobby here this evening. Rush Out was a very action-packed Grand Prix, a lot of safety cars, a lot of collisions that took place, so this race is going to be quite scary. It's not going to be something that we'd like to see after Rush Hour, but hopefully the drivers can calm themselves down and they can try and improve their driving here this evening, because we don't want to see collision after collision, do we? Jaff Master Flash then, who's backed off his lap. But yeah, full lobby as I said, a few reserves I believe in here as well. I haven't seen Orgasmic there, so I don't actually know who that is. So we'll see how he gets on in the qualifying session. But yes, very tricky conditions here in Austria. You can see the rain; it's falling quite heavily here in the mountains. I'm just going to quickly check that the stream is working fine on my end. There's obviously a storm in the UK, so it might not be the best. I hope it is all good. But, you know what? I'm looking forward to this Austrian Grand Prix. We're just waiting on people to set their laps. And while you do that, I'm just going to check that everything's in working order. Chills leads the qualifying session. He's currently he's currently on a 1:11.6. So I think we could be seeing some decent lap times here. I don't know. Sorry guys, I'm not with it this evening. But who is with it is Lord NL9448. He's going to come around the final corner. It's not going to be a good lap, but it is going to be a valid lap time. And it's going to be a 1:13.182. He goes P10. He's a midfield driver from what I've seen. So I'm not really expecting much from him in terms of lap time. Sachin is invalidated. Joran needs to set a lap. Quick Dead as well. Let's see what he's going to do on his first run here in qualifying. As Orgasmic goes P1 there. And Quick Dead's going to come across the line. It's going to be a 1:12.1. He'll go P5 in his Williams. That's a decent banker lap time there. And Ryan there goes P1. So the driver's really getting in the lap times. Ryan's P1. Orgasmic, he's P2. P3 is Chills F1. Knife now coming around the final sector. He's a tenth down. I'm still going to run on board with him, because he may have made a mistake in the final sector. Definitely made a mistake on that curb there. As he comes through now. He had to back off his lap. Quick Dead then. Let's see if he's improving. That was a bad corner, but it's 2 tenths up. Hopefully the stream is in working order at the minute. Hopefully it's lagging. And Quick Dead there goes P, improves, it's a 1:11.989. As DRS is now enabled. So I don't know why, because the track is still quite wet. But I think we could well be seeing some dry running in this session as the session goes on. Syndicate's on a lap then, down the straight, P18. I also forgot to introduce myself to those new viewers. STV Maldi here, bringing you the Tier 7 WOR Austrian Grand Prix, coming on board with AG Syndicate as he comes around the long left-hander. Apparently it is purple in the second sector. I am on my own again tonight, guys. I am on my own again, so you will have to hear my my voice solely for the next little bit of the session. And he's gone a bit wide there as Syndicate. It's a 12.5 for the Alpha Tauri. Joran goes P2, and there's a driver out. That's Quick Dead. He's out of the qualifiers. Going to come back into the pits then. And I think now it's time to wait for those slicks to be the optimum tyre. Shah is going to come across the line. It's going to be a 112.283. Going to put himself in P9 there. So it has been a very, very entertaining week here at WOR, as the driver's now going to just try and get past into the pits. But yes, a great victory in Tier 2 for Shazoo Finn. It was a great race. I did see that. It was very good. Very good race in Tier 2. Shout out to Melanie as well, getting a podium in Tier 1. Yeah, just great races all round, really. I've only really watched Tier 1 and 2 in WR this week, as I was available, but as knives on the lap. But yeah, it's been a great week of racing here in Austria, and I'm sure it's going to continue here tonight. Tier 7, and then I believe on YouTube we have Tier 10, I believe. But yes. So then the track has dried out here in Austria. There's a Sector 2 and a Sector 3 yellow flag. The two Aston Martins going round there. But I think Knife then is going to be the first driver to be out on a set of slick compound tyres. I do hope the stream is working. My connection isn't the best tonight due to this storm, so I don't have anyone to check in the commentary box either. So I do hope that it's all working well. Knife then, we're going to ride on board with him, because this is going to be the first dry, one of the first dry laps of the session. So going to ride on board with the Alpha Tauri. It's good when it dries. I think it's better than a full wet session. You've really got to. Sorry, I'm just checking the stream on my end. Yeah, sorry. You've oh no, Statanowski there was in the way on those intermediates. Bit of a lock up as well into the hairpin. But yeah, you've really got to. Obviously, the track will be the quickest at the end of the session as the track continues to dry out. So, you know, everyone has got to time their runs to perfection here in Austria if they want to get pole position here. And the lap times are so close here that one mistake could cost you 5, even 10 positions. So you've really got to time it correctly. As Miles going to come around the final corner, well, the penultimate corner, sorry. And Kachi Ga is in P1. I actually got told off in the week as Nate's going to go a 1.7.9. A 1.7.9. What am I talking about? A 107.9, but it was invalid. I actually got told off by as. Oh, Gasmic spun out of qualifying. Oh, that's a bad start to his lap. He's going to lose about 6 seconds there. That's a shocking start to his lap. Shocking start there for the Red Bull. But yeah, I actually got told off by Gareth here as Manuel goes P1. I got told off by Gareth because I was saying his name Catchy Ja, as in jam. I was in the moment, so I'd like to apologise to him if I said it when I said his name wrong. As Sachin goes P1 there. The times are falling now. But yeah. Right then, Joran has gone for a set of mediums. So let's see. Driving for AEM. And Gareth, that's his name, Gareth, P1, a 106.9. So those times are falling. Knife 106.3. He went for another lap. Joran's a second up on those mediums then. I think he thinks he's good enough around this circuit to try and get a top 10 up on those mediums. Going to have the Williams ahead of him. We love moisture in the air, don't we? We love it. Joran then going to come around for the second sector. Of course, going to be 3.7 seconds up. Rapid driver. He's now going to come into the final sector. Bit of a slide around the penultimate corner. Really got to attack that final corner. Misses the apex. He's going to go on to end his lap. It's going to be a 5.8. And it's going to be provisional P1 at the moment. But those times are going to keep falling. They're going to keep falling here in Austria. I don't know. Is it a 105? 104s we're looking at? 103s? I can't remember what the top tiers were. Obviously, that will be a lot slower. The top tiers. The Syndicate has not followed the entrance line. There are strict rules tonight. You have to follow the pit entrance line all the way. You can't cut across it, and that's what he did there. Adam then. I've been impressed by some of Adam's performances. He just hasn't been able to convert his qualifyings into good results. Going to really attack those curbs now, and it's going to be a 106.8. It's going to be P6 for him. Orgasnic then is in P1. I do love that name. I'm going to actually say it with an M, and it's going to be really bad. And I'm going to get told off. Shari then coming around the second sector in his Alpine. So 46 dead. He's going to come then around the penultimate corner. Really got to attack the curves, because if you don't attack them and his little eyes miss the apex, that's been a crucial end to the lap. It's going to be a 6.4. Puts in P5, but that is not good at all. Ryan goes P1, 104.9 on a set of mediums. The times are continuing to fall here in the session. I don't know who is going to get pole position here in Austria. Adam, 105.8. So Ryan's really got the pace here. And it's going to be a 105.4 for Swinners. Goes P2. So then, let's see. Who else is on a lap? Lord has retired. Right, Jaffmaster Flash is on a lap. We've got Quick Dead, started his lap. You got Patrick out, you got Syndicate out, you got C. Davis out, and you got Slatanovsky now. Slatanovsky up the hill. I have a lot of personal memories up this hill, not good ones. Yeah. 12 seconds up there. Great lap there from Slatanovsky. He's going to come down the second DRS straight now. This race is going to be very, very chaotic. So keep yourselves tuned in to the WOR Tier 7 Austrian Grand Prix, because this race is going to be quite the race. Because we've got multiple DRS zones, multiple straights, multiple slipstreams. Slipstream opportunities as Quick Dead's going to go P1 at 104.5. Going to keep on board with Slatanovsky. It's going to come round the final corner. I don't think it's going to be representative to be in top positions, but it's a 106.3. So he must have made a mistake on that lap. I was looking at my phone just to check the stream. I'm always checking the stream just to see if it works. 9th then goes P1. It's 104.1. So, yeah, the driver's really pushing hard in this session. Ryan then, what is he going to do? Well, he's going to really attack those corners. He's going to have Joran ahead of him with the dirty air. It's going to be a 104.1. On the same pace as Knife, and he's on medium compound tyres as well. So could this be Ryan's Grand Prix here in Austria? I am really rooting for him. Someone else I'm rooting for, RPR Manuel then. Going to climb up the hill into the hairpin. It's going to be 4 tenths up on his lap. So he's going to really be finding that time now as the track has dried out. As I said, it's all going to be about who's going to time their run to perfection. Knife there goes quickest again, 103.8. And Manuel's going to have the Ferrari, impeding him a little bit there. He's now going to come round to end the second sector split. He's going to be 1.8 seconds up. I think this is a high 104. It might be a low. Actually, no. It's going to be a 103.9. I completely miscalculated the times there. That's P2 for Manuel. Good lap there from the Costa Rican. Ryan's going to come in then. I think he's going to go on to set sauce here. But I don't know. Is it the end of no, it's the end of the session, sorry. So he won't. He won't, sorry. We had yellow flags for the whole section, so I didn't know how long we had left. Orgasnik there. Provisional pole position here in Austria. I don't think anyone else has settled out. So Orgasnik then, on his debut this season, is going to get pole position here in the Styrian Mountains. That's a decent performance, to say so myself, if I don't say so myself. But yeah, that mediums and he's P5. Syndicate, softs. Anyone else? Chills is on medium. So yeah, I'm waiting on C. Davis to retire from the session. Okay then. That is your qualifying session for the WOR Season 12 TS7 Austrian Grand Prix. And your pole man is Orgasnik. Second on the grid is Knife 9. Third is RPR Manuel. Fourth, AEM Joran. Fifth is ABR Ryan. He'll be happy. He'll be starting on those mediums. Sixth is Syndicate. Seventh, Chills. Eighth, Patrick. Ninth, Kian. 10th, Quick Dead. 11th, C. Davis. 12th, Statanovsky. 13th, Kachi. 14th, Swinners. 15th, Adam. 16th, Jaff Master Flash. 17th will be Shari. 18th, Lordanel. 19th, Sachin. And starting at the back of the grid, didn't get a dry run in, is Skiman 1-2. So that is your grid then. Austrian Grand Prix. Very mixed bag here in, I think, some of the back, the back runners, the back of the pack, had time to set dry. Can't speak today. Dry laps. So that is your grid for Austria. It'd be interesting to see if anyone outside the top 10 opts for those softs. I think the optimal tyre. I can't speak today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so sorry. Come on, get yourself in focus. I think the better tyre will be the mediums, but we're going to find out as we are starting already. So that's quite a quick transition into the race. You can see Ski Man's on medium, Swinners. But yeah, I'm really intrigued to see what Ryan can do, because he had great pace in qualifying, put it into P5 on mediums, and yeah. But I think the drivers are going to be a little bit scared. Obviously, Belgium. I knew there was a few collisions in Belgium. Obviously, we had a few connection issues, so I couldn't do the stream, unfortunately. Very sorry about that again. Imola, there was collision after collision after collision. Russia, from a commentator's point of view, it was diabolical. But then again, it was very entertaining. You know, us as spectators, we don't want crashes all the time, but the odd crash is very entertaining. So when we see drivers going off the circuit and crashing, we always have to think, yes, it's entertaining, but it's good for the actual racing, and it's really not. So I do hope that these drivers have been warned, but I'm hoping that they can calm themselves down and they can try and get themselves into the groove, into the mindset to drive nicely. Because Austria, out of all the tracks, I would say it's the best track for racing, in my opinion. So we've got a surprise, guys. We've got a treat on our hands. With me commentating it's going to be a treat and a half. Treat, 2 treats, 3 treats, 4 treats. Talking of numbers, this track has a lot of trees as well. So this is, I call this the land of the trees. Japan is the land of the rising sun. I call this the land of the trees because the amount of trees that they've planted is absolutely insane. No, I know I'm going on a tangent, but as the drivers pull up, we have to talk about the trees. I know obviously we're in the mountains, but that's not the point. My prediction then, Ryan will win the Austrian Grand Prix, starting on mediums. A great pace in qualifying, so I'm really rooting for this Ferrari driver. Do tell us in the comments. Do tell me in the comments as well what we all think of the Ferrari livery. Very nice. Reminds me of the early '80s car. So yeah, do watch out for Ryan on that start. He'll be trying to get a good one on those mediums. Here we go then. Season 12 Austrian Grand Prix of Tier 7 here. As Shari has left the session, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, it's 5 lights in Austria, the Red Bull ring, and it's a great start there from Live. He's had a great execution there of the clutch, and he's going to be side by side with the front Red Bull, but the other Red Bull of Joran's up the inside, and it's a Red Bull 1-2 in Austria. That's crucial. Christian Horner's going off his head on the pit box, and there's already a spin out on the first corner. That's Master Flash and Adam, they're both out contacts. They come down up the hill now, up into turn 3, 2 Red Bulls, 1-2. Third is Knife. He's going to have a bit of a moment at the hairpin, and now Ryan's going to be on the back of him now as they come down the second straight, and it's going to be side by side. You can see Knife's going to put his front wheel in, and it's going to be round the outside goes Ryan. Round the outside, what a move. He gets up in a P3 there, and Ryan then had a bad exit, and he's had to yield to the Alpha Tauri. But it's a Red Bull family 1-2-3. Great start there, and Sidney Manuel going side by side in the middle sector. Manuel's going to have to try and keep it there on the curb, and Syndicate's going to go a bit wild. We're going to get the telemetry and all that goodness up as they come down into the final sector, into the final 2 corners. Very easy to track extend on the exit, and Syndicate picks up their P6. That's incredible racing there from those guys. Quick Dead then is going to abuse some of his battery power. But talking of battery power, we've got Kian now round the outside of the Haas. He's been pushed off wide a little bit there, and it's going to be side by side action. No, it's not. That's a poor. It begged my. Yeah, I don't know. It was Patrick. It weren't a Haas. Williams then up the inside. That's going to be Kian. No, it's not. It's going to be Quick Dead. He's up in the P8. Now he's going to get on the back of his teammate, Kian, for P7. We've got Patrick now side by side with the Ferrari. That's C. Davis up the inside. We got C. Davis. They're going to go defensive. But Patrick's going to have the extra traction on those soft compound tyres. He's going to use a bit of ERS as well. Is he going to be the inside? He's still going to stick his nose up the inside. Is there going to be contact? There is a little bit, but nothing to spin him out. That's P10 for Patrick. C. Davis stays in P9. Good start there from him. Whew. Oh, can I have a little breather now? Little breather before the DRS gets into action now. So brace yourselves, guys. Brace yourselves. Get your popcorn out. Get your snacks. It's going to be an interesting ride. DRS is now enabled. This is it now. Red Bull are loving this. 1-2 at their home race. And there's a move. Kian up the inside of C. Davis, I think that was. Or Quick Dead. No, it's not, sorry. Because it is Quick Dead who's got the move done on Kian. My mistake. Sorry, guys. I'm getting so confused with some of these drivers. But yes, Kian has lost the position to Quick Dead. Next up for him is Syndicate. There's a Sector 3 yellow. And there's an Aston Martin into the pits. I think that's Master Flash. Might have a bit of damage there. Nath gets a bit out of shape on the exit, and now Ryan's going to be right on his chuff. He comes around the final sector now. It'll be interesting to see how long those softs go until they really wear out. But the 2 Red Bulls are going to have a scrap. I'm here for this front row seat, guys. VIP section. Goes around the final corner. Don't want to cut it too much. You know, if these drivers pick up penalties, it's going to be hard. It's going to be one of the races where penalties will decide who wins and who loses this race. Tatanovsky then has left the session, unfortunately. We've lost connection. And Ryan now, he's right on the back of the Alpha Tauri now. Is this going to be the move for the Ferrari? Now goes very defensive, but it looks like he's not got much pace. He's not got a lot of pace from what I'd expect. Already 1.7 seconds down on the top two. And he spun out of the Austrian Grand Prix, and he spins it across the grass. That's crucial. That's diabolical there from the AlphaTauri. Oh no, that was awful. Oh, most tires have been very hot. That was shocking. What are you doing? You got a championship in, and is he gonna come in the pits? I think he's gonna come in the pit. The pit then is destroyed those tires. Is it gonna a front wing change? Gonna have to get back on him in a minute. A chip move for ABR Ryan then. Mediums, this crucial, get him up the side. Oh, bit of a talent look because Chills has got the move done. And he's up into P3. Here we go. Great move there from the McLaren. Next up is Joran, 2.8 seconds. But these Red Bulls are gonna be battling in a bit. So I'm looking forward to this. Oh, and Chills has made a mistake on the curb. Riot's capitalised and he's up in a P3. Back on the P3. Quick Dead's on him as well. So watch out for him in his Williams. Great stuff. All Chills really struggling. Got the Williams up his inside. Here we go. The Williams is up the inside. All Chills still trying to get the position. That was hard racing there for the McLaren, but he's up in the P5. Great move. Back in the slipstream. ERS activated. He's going to try and go for the move. No, he's not. He's going to stay behind. And the AlphaTauri braking very late there. Oh. My throat's going to be absolutely... It's going to be horrible. My throat after this Grand Prix, I can already tell. It's great evening's action. Get past some of these soft runners like Patrick, Kian, who's actually on the back of Syndicate now. Let's see then. So Joran is just going to keep in that DRS. And Syndicate has spun! Syndicate has spun out of the Austrian Grand Prix. That's absolutely diabolical. I think he must have made contact or span it with traction. I'm not quite sure about now. It's Quick Dead in a backfire out of the overtake. And Syndicate, Kian's going to be licking his lips now. Licking those lips. Great action here in Austria. Great action. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we want. Not many collisions just yet. Now I say that, there's going to be a massive one. And right for penalty there. And has... Going to be DRS for the Williams. Here we go. Up the hill. Falls to the right-hand side. Left-hand side. Whatever hand side. I don't know what hand side, but Ryan's trying to come back at him because he's got Chills up his outside. Ryan the outside goes to McLaren. Now it's going to be DRS overtake mode. There you go, sweet as a like. P number 4 for Chills F1. Kian's going to go up the inside of Ryan. Oh, that was close. And he's up the inside, going to force him a little bit onto the curb there. Here we go, Kian. Go on. Yes, up in a P5. Been a great race from Kian so far. Great racing. I'll tell you something. I'm surprised. I'm quite surprised by the level of cleanness here tonight. I'm very surprised. Okay, so Adam is getting by Orgasnic, but Orgasnic has he's able to pull out a little gap. That's why the gap is Orgasnic, and there's big. Oh, Chills! What are you doing? Nearly turned into the Williams there. That was crucial. Here we go then. So, what I can see here, Ryan, oh, and Kean, is he going in the pits? Oh, that was diabolical! Oh no! That was awful! But I'm pretty sure there's a rule where you have to yield the position before coming to the pit lane to avoid any contact or any collisions. That's not good. Ryan's lost like a second from that, so that's not good. That's not good at all. Right then, Manuel there. Looks to be struggling a bit though. Right then, so we've got some DRS trains. I don't really like DRS trains. It needs the overtakes to take place. Look at these up there. I think someone should, in their free time, count how many trees there are around this circuit. I think that would be a pretty counterproductive thing to do. That would be very, very productive. Yeah, I reckon. I reckon there's more than 20,000. Environment, very happy. Quick Dead then is going to be in that DRS on the back of Chills. Not much action, to be fair. Quite big gaps. I'd expect it to be a little bit closer. But well, I'll tell you what, it's going to be closer now because the Williams is going to pull to the left-hand side, not the right-hand side. I got it. He's going to be up in a P3 there. That. Right, Joran then is really losing that gap now. It's not good. Right, Manuel's in the pits. He's going to come out with Swinners and Sachin. Knife as well. But we need to keep an eye on this. Chills and Quick Dead. Kean's gone for that undercut. He was up there, weren't he? So he's gone for a little undercut move. He's got clean air as well. That's good for the Williams. That's a good little call, I reckon. But I don't know about the advantage that you get around this circuit. I'm not entirely sure. Okay then. Race is really neutralised now. Not many battles happening at them. But we've got a little battle here as the ski man there has gone a little bit squirmish on the exit of that corner. Patrick will take full advantage of that, but those softs will be going off now, I reckon. So he's got a... I don't know. It's going to be difficult, I reckon. Just a chill race, really. Russia, there was how many safety cars? I think there was like four safety cars in Russia. We're at the Wandance now. Hasn't any major sort of crashes. Still 20 people left in this race, and there's still C. Davis on the back of Patrick now. He's had a great exit out of that. D-Man's going to be under pressure now, I reckon. That's a bad corner from Patrick. Is this going to be C. Davis' opportunity to come out? Chills versus Quick Dead. Quick Dead got the move. Is Chills going to try and get back at him? It's going to be DRS for the McLaren. Here we go, up the down the hill, side by side. See, it's just swap positions. Overtake there, follow through in sector 3, get the move done. But is he going to follow through? Yes, he's going to have to. Yeah, no. P4 for Quick Dead. Quick P3 for Chills. But it looks like Joran has made a mistake because now he is 1.3 seconds ahead of Chills. Seconds behind Orgaznik. But is Joran struggling with those softs? I think he just made a mistake though, to be fair. Very easy to do around this circuit. You really got to push the car hard. Not then. Chill's going to be back in the slipstream. Pulls to the outside. Oh, Quickdead's going to be very late on the brakes. It's going to be side by side. Oh, don't crash. There you go, up in a P3 there. But Joran's really struggling. Really, really struggling on those softs. He's losing a lot of time. I think now's the time to box. You can see done. What has he done to those softs? Yeah, he's committed for the pits then. He's in the box. He's in the box. Chills then is going to have to continue behind Quickdead onto lap 15 of the race. He's missed the apex. He's had a big little moment there at the exit. Drivers really pushing hard, aren't they? They're really pushing hard. Right, let's see if Kian's got the jump. Oh, Ran, I think he has. This is crucial. He has. He has got the jump on the Red Bull. So I think that that undercut has definitely worked for Kian. But he's going to have a very quick Red Bull behind. Orgasnik is actually in full control of this Grand Prix at the moment. And he's going to come in the pit lane now. All he has to do is shield off Joran, who's already got the move done on Kian. Into the box then. Let's see what tyres it's going to be for the Red Bull. I'm going to keep an eye on Quickdead and Chili as well. Chill, sorry. It's going to be mediums for the Red Bull. And that's a great corner from Quickdead. That's a bad corner from Chills. Up around the outside. You have the inside. I don't know, whatever side. The wrong side, the right side, whatever side. Doesn't matter because he's up in a... He takes the lead of the Austrian Grand Prix there. Great overtake move. Took full advantage of Chill's mistake. And he's up in a P1. Right then, Gareth is in the box then. I'm going to call him Gareth because I got told off last week for saying his name wrong. And he's been jumped by Manuel. Swinner's behind him as well on the set of softs. Knife then, he's trying to get past these drivers. And Ryan is spun, oh no! Ryan is out of the Austrian Grand Prix. He's going to have to come back on the circuit. Dangerous though, because he's have to let through all these drivers gone in past him now, and that is absolute for Ryan. He's been overtaken by Joran. Oh, Ryan, he's going to spin again. No, he's not. He's come in the box. Oh, Ryan. It was going all so well. P3 was going to be very quick in that next stint. Sector 3 yellow. There's a crashed Mercedes. It's Swinner. He's going to spin that car back round. He's going to get going again. But that is a disaster. Lord's going to come on the back of him. But yeah, there you go. That corner, very, very difficult. It's a bit like... What was it? Was it Imola? Corner at Imola. I think it was one of the chicanes. Where drivers kept going off. I can't think, sorry. But there was a corner earlier on the season that really caught drivers out. And it looks like Austria, a little chicane in the final sector, looks to be catching people out here. Chills then is just chilling, dead, waiting for that move. Obviously made a mistake through turn 1. He doesn't look very committed at turn 1, to be fair. He's not really... we don't really have the confidence around turn 1, just Chills. If he nails turn 1, then he could potentially get the move done. As talking of getting moves done, Ski Man's had the DRS. He's got past C. Davis, gone a bit deep. C. Davis now going to have the DRS on the back of... And that is Skilan up in a P3 then. Has Chills made a mistake? I think Chills has made a mistake while I was watching, man. Oh no. I'm missing all the action tonight, guys. Sorry, Chills has made a mistake. He's 1.9 seconds now down on Quickdead. That's not good. But it is good for Quickdead. Great stuff. Ooh, Joanne's pushing hard now. Got Draftmaster Flash ahead of him. He's going to be lapped. Quick dead. Where's Orgasnic? Yeah, I think realistically we are looking at Orgasnic to win this race. Kian might be involved for the podium, but those tyres will be going off. But I'm excited. I think yeah, it's gonna be an exciting race here. I reckon. You know, we're gonna have Quick Day. We're gonna have Chills on those Sauce, I believe, probably. I don't know what position they're gonna get, but they're gonna be very quick in the next stint. Yeah, do watch out for them. Lap 20 then, and Quick Dead has got the DRS on Swinners, who's getting lapped. It's not fun, is it, when you get lapped in Formula 1? It means you've had a very bad race. C. Davis then is going to be keeping in that slipstream RS of Ski Man, but he doesn't really have much. Well, he's got pace, but I reckon if he didn't have the DRS to drag him along, he would struggle. He would struggle to keep up with Ski Man. I reckon. Oh, Gasnick's going to lead. Joanne's going to be P2. Kian. I don't know if those mediums are going to go to the end. I don't know if this is a one-stop or a two-stopper. I think it's a one-stop, but Kian boxed very early, so I think he's going for that two-stopper. Which is not good. Right then, here we go. Talking of boxing, Chills going to be in that pit lane. He's going to go on to a set of softs now. He's going to be very quick in this next stint. And there is a Span Alpine. I think that's catchy. No, it's not. It's Shari. He's had a shocking race. P20. Absolutely shocking there from the Bulgarian driver. Absolutely shocking race so far for him. Right then, Ski Man's in the box. Orgasnic's on the back of C. Davis. I'm getting cold-like symptoms. I can't speak properly. It's not good, guys. Not good. Been absolutely freezing today, guys. Absolutely freezing. So no, it's been freezing. Talking of cold, Orgasnic's up in a P2. There you go. Great stuff. I wonder if it's cold in Austria. I don't know. I'll have to have a look. I'm interested now to see what the weather's like in Austria. I'm interested. I'm just chatting nonsense, guys, while we find out. I'll try and see if anyone else is battling. Nathan's been overtaken by Catchy. Right, Ryan's on a set hards. He's had an absolutely shocking race tonight. Been another diabolical performance there from the Ferrari. It's unlucky, really, because he has the pace, you know. I think I'll put the commentator's curse on him for saying he's going to win tonight. C. Davis in the box there. It's going to be a set of soft compound tyres for him. And Quick Dead is in the box as well. He's been jumped by Chills. He's been jumped by Chills there. That's crucial for the McLaren. He has been jumped by Chills, and that is a big undercut. If you remember, Chills lost I think it was like nearly 2 seconds to the back of the Williams there. So that is absolutely crucial moves for Chill's F1. But I'll tell you something, Keegan has got some decent pace here. He's actually keeping in Joran's DRS. And Joran's got quite a considerable amount less of ERS as well. So I'll tell you something, Keegan could well be on for a decent result here. But I don't know if he has to box yet. I'm not quite sure. Joran then is in the pit lane. Why is he in the pit lane for? Why is Joran in the pit lane? I'm a little bit confused now. He's going onto a set of softs. No front wing change. So he's going for that 2-stopper move. I'm a bit confused. I don't know why he's done that. When did he pit? I can't remember when he boxed, to be fair. He's going to have a bit of traffic though. He will have traffic. But I don't know whether these guys are going to box. Quick Dead is really quick now. On the back of Chills. Javmaster the shocker as well. He'll be hoping to do better next week. Quickly check what next week's race is. Don't know. Which is actually very unprofessional. I do apologise. But you know, we've got to be authentic, guys. We've got to be authentic in our comment. We've got to be authentic. If I don't know, I don't know, and I'm sorry. Right, Manuel's made a mistake there. While I was checking the calendar, which isn't loading for some reason, which is not good. Okay, we go to Netherlands next week. Right then, while I've been looking at the calendar, because I'm unprofessional, Keegan's came out of the pit lane, and he's going to be running outside, goes Nath. Now Keegan's going to have to keep this position, and he's done that. Look at that speed he had on the mid-corner there. That was crazy scenes. Crazy scenes. And Keegan's going to be in the slipstream with Gareth now as they go down. Guys going to let him through. He's on the slower tyre. Keegan's up then, P8. Oh. Great. And Chills is out of the race. Oh no! Chills has crashed out of the Austrian Grand Prix. Be deployed. Oh no! Or Gaznik's had to continue. Quick Dead's in the box. Patrick's going to come in. Ski Man's going to come in. See, Davis is going to carry on. Oh my God. Joran is in the pits. Why has he came in again? I don't know. But Chills is out of the Austrian Grand Prix. Safety car has been deployed. It's going to be a front. No, it's not. It's going to be another set of softs for Joran. I don't know why he's done that. Maybe going for a fresher compound. Gareth's in the box there. It's going to be soft compound tyres as well. This has really helped out Ryan as well. He's going to be back into it. Set of softs for the Ferrari. Lord's in. It's going to be a set of softs again. Everyone's coming in. Zlatanovsky. We've got Manuel. Help Manuel as well after his mistake. Oh. Wow. Or Gaznik then. Let's see if he's actually going to keep his... I don't know, you know, if he's going to be able to keep his P1. I'm not entirely sure, you know. You probably will, though, to be fair. Yeah, see, Dave's got to wait up. He's got to wait for the safety car Delta. So I think Orgaznik is going to get out ahead. He's been able to cover off that lead. Yeah, P1 is Orgaznik then. Second can be C. Davis. Third is going to be Kean. It's going to be Williams 3-4. I thought I'd say that in Formula 1. Patrick 5th then. Skiman 7th. Joran is going to have a good restart. 8th is Syndicate. But a lot of these drivers got penalties. So that could prove to be everything for these 5th down to 12th. You got to be careful on the penalties. You got to be careful on the penalties. Right then. My cold-like symptoms are quite severe, guys. It has been cold today. Yeah, it has been absolutely freezing today, not gonna lie. I don't know why that's relevant to this race. I have no idea why that's relevant. I just thought I'd share that information. I just felt like sharing it with you guys. You know, we got to build that connection because you're going to be with me for the whole season. So we got to build that connection, guys. We got to build that connection, build that trust. Understand? Anyway, enough of me talking nonsense. Knife 9 then had a great race in Belgium around 1 as Jaffmaster Flash. Okay, he has been disqualified from the Austrian Grand Prix. Okay, I'm a little bit confused why he has been disqualified. Apparently he ignored yellow flags. Yeah, that's is that a TikTok logo? I want to know when Aston Martin were actually sponsored by TikTok, to be fair. That's what I want to know. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know. Why was there a TikTok? Yeah. Aston Martin are sponsored by TikTok. You know, something new every day, guys. Quick Des picked up a 5-second time penalty. And he's let Patrick through as well. Oh, God, what's going on here? Patrick, oh, God, what are you doing? Oh, no. What are you doing, Patrick? What's happening here? Crazy scenes. Crazy scenes. Anyway, here we go then. Orgasnic. I do love that name, you know. Orgasnic. That's a good name, that. I like it a lot. Well, I think we're going to have to do one more lap under safety car until these drivers, you know, get to the back of the pack. Adam's coming round, so that's who we're waiting for. He's had a really bad race. I need to stop putting the commentator curse on all these drivers, because I said that Adams had a good few. Well, it's had some good pace. Excuse me. Oh God. Sorry, guys. I said that Ryan was going to win. He's down in P11. I said Knife's got good pace. He's down in P10. So yeah, I'm just putting the commentator curse on all these drivers tonight. I tell you something. I really find the safety car boring. I'm not going to lie. We got to be transparent. The safety car is boring. You know, we don't want to see these drivers going 109 miles an hour. We want to see them 200 miles an hour side by side. But there's a bit of I don't know what's going on. Patrick seems to be, I'm not sure, but looks to be involved in just collisions kind of thing. And Adam, is he even going to catch up to the safety car here? He may. I don't know. They're going to be quite slow in the final sector, so probably. That's really bad for Adam, you know. He's had a bad restart. A bad race, sorry. He's going to have a pretty hard restart as well. He'll join onto the back just in time. Here we go then. Gearing up for the safety car restart. It's going to be Orgasnic then starting us over again. Latinovsky picks up a 5-second time penalty. There's a lot of 5-second time penalties being awarded under this safety car. And Orgasnic then is going to have a great exit out that corner. Here we go then. It's going to be C. Davis versus Orgas. This is what we've come to see. And this is what we are going to see. But I think Orgasnic will have the edge. I think he's going to have the edge. He's had great pace. Talking of great pace, Joran then side by side with Ski Man. And Kian's up the inside, a quick dead as well. It's all about who's gonna, even a millisecond could decide who's gonna get the podium here. That is how messed up it is with penalties and things like that. You know, 3 attempts even could decide it. You know, it's going to be crucial. Talking of crucial, Ryan's picked up a penalty this lap. He's only running outside a cap sheet. They come around the final. Yeah, took a sector now, and it's P10. But he has picked up that penalty, so that's not good. And as I anticipated, let's see, there's got the penalty now. So yeah, I think that is pretty much. But I'll tell you something that's confirmed. Catchy Jar. I've called him Jar again. Catchy Gareth has crashed. I don't know why I called him Jar last week. I called him that again. I'm sorry. Catchy Gareth has spanned. He's out. But talking of out, Kian's had a P3. He's lost the position to Quick Dead. That's a swap positions there at Williams. If Claire Williams was still principal, she'd be absolutely pooing her pants. Is that allowed? Am I allowed to say that? Should be scared. Should be scared. With that, you don't want any collisions between teams, so that's good racing there from the 2 Williams drivers. C. Dave is losing the pace, so yeah, he's 1.7 seconds now behind Orgasnik. I don't know if Orgasnik's really fast, you know, really quick. It might just be C. Davis is really slow, I don't know. Here we go then, quick. No DRS, of course. But it looks like you won't even need the DRS. Oh, that was late braking there. Gets the move done. And there's a Mercedes off the circuit. I think that's Ski Man. I think he'll be going for a little ski in the mountains after this race. Down in P15 now. Broke his front wing, so it looks like he must have run over the curb. Unfortunate there for the Mercedes. Must have just went over the curb and span it. Auto span it off there. Got to be really careful on the curbs. Talking of really careful, Lauder now has got the, done a careful move there on Sachin. He's up in a P10. It's not been a race full of action, but it's been pretty interesting, because now it's going to get even more interesting, because Joran now is going to be, oh, here we go, up his inside on the penultimate corner of the Grand Prix. Up his inside, up in a P5. Look at that. That's what we're talking. You can see the orange army there in the grandstand. We'll be seeing a lot of them next week in the Netherlands. Yeah, Joran P5. Look at that. Oh, lovely stuff. Oh, it's really kicking off. Really kicking off now between the 2 Williams drivers. Going to come into the hairpin. This is going to be very, very close for comfort here at Williams. Ski Man's been in the pit lane. He's retired from the session. He's had enough. We'll see you next week. WOR. Kian then. Is he going to try and get... Is he going to get a podium here tonight? It's going to be crucial. I don't tend to check the penalties. I like to wait for the... I like the... What's the word? Attention. You know, who's going to get the podium? Who's going to get the result? I don't like to look at the penalties. I think it's good. It's pretty anti-climb if we know the penalties. Sachin's had a good little in there in the second sector. He's made a big mistake there, and he's down a P15. Shocking race, and we'll see you next week in Zandvoort. Goodbye. Quick Dead 2.6 seconds is the gap between him and Orgasnik. A great race in there, great pace from the Red Bull. I'm interested. Is he really a Tier 7 driver? Because he's actually had some insane pace here tonight, and it's Austria as well. So you don't lose that much time if we're actually deep in it. You don't lose that much time at Austria, and he's gained 2.5 seconds since the safety car restart. So I don't know really, but it is good for Red Bull. Joran can still get a podium here. It's all about who's going to pick up penalties. That's what it's all about. It's going to be like DRS as well. But Joran has got pace. Don't count out Joran for this podium. You know, Patrick might have 6 seconds. Keir might have 6 seconds. You know, so keep yourselves drawn into this Austrian Grand Prix, because the rest now on the back of Quick Dead, penultimate lap of the race. Here we go then. Is this going to be the move for the Williams? Sector 1 yellow flag. We can't look at that right now. I think Ryan has spanned. No, C. Davis has spanned, sorry. But the two Williamses now are going to go side by side. I think there's contact. I think there was contact between him and Patrick. Oh, that's a crucial move. Is Patrick going to get the move done? On the outside. It's on the curb and Joran has span. Oh no. Joran has done a half little spin there. He's down a P6 now. Names up in the 9th is up in the P5. This is crucial scenes here in Austria. Who is going to get this podium here in Spielberg? Quick Dead, Kian, Patrick, Knife, Joran. Ryan might even be able to get involved. Who knows? Who knows? One lap then of the race. Kian needs to have a good corner. He doesn't. Really Patrick's opportunity, but Patrick will have the DRS. Everyone will have DRS now. They're all very low on the ERS. In the slipstream, is Kian going to get it? I am rooting for Kian, to be fair, if that's his name. Don't want to get told off again, like Gareth. Down the straight then. Oh, this is very, very close for comfort. Who's going to get the podium? Who is going to finish off the two podium places here in Austria? Is it going to be Quick Dead? Is it going to be Kian? Is it going to be Patrick, Nave or Ryan? Who knows? One of them might have 3 seconds, the rest 6 seconds. But here we go then, round the penultimate corner. It's been a pretty dominant performance from Nick. And he wins the Austrian Grand Prix. It's a win at home for Red Bull. Quick Dead second. We're going to look at the penalties now. Knife up in Knife P2 there. The Knife gets up into the podium places. Quick Dead's in P3. Kian will finish P4 in the end. Patrick P5. 6th is Lord NL. 7th is Adam Syndicate. 9th Ryan. 10th Joran in the end. That's a shocking race from him. 11th C. Davis, 12th Satanovsky, 13th Kapshija. Waiting for Sachin and Manuel to get through as well. Shari P17. Write this race off. Move it from his collection of races he's competed in, because he didn't race tonight. Manuel's had a good little escape route there off the circuit. Love to see that. He's going for the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, I think he is. He just gets the fastest lap of the race. That'd be something to look out for. But yeah, Orgaznik, Lord NL is the driver of the day from the game. I think Orgaznik, dominant performance, and a win at home for Red Bull. So then, that is your Austrian Grand Prix. We're going to invite these driver party for a quick interview. Orgaznik is your race winner here in Austria. 2nd is Knife 9. 3rd is Quick Dead. 4th, Kian. That's a decent result there from the Williams crew. P3 and 4 for them. 5th is Patrick. Hello. 6th is Lord NL, 7th Adam, 8th Syndicate, 9th Ryan, disappointment result there from Joran tonight. 11th C. Davis, 12th Satanovsky, 13th Gareth, 14th Sachin, 15th Manuel, and I believe Shari were a lap or 2 down. And P18 non-finishers, and your other non-finishers were Jaff Master Flash and Chills F1. So many penalties, I couldn't even see who retired and who got lapped. And I think we only got the race winner in the party tonight for a quick interview. Orgaznik, you'd like to include your audio.
Yeah, done that.
I do love your gamer tag. Very good, very good. But enough of banter. Very dominating race here this season, at great pace. Is Austria a track that you're good at? Because you did, well, one of your favourites, I'd say, because you was very, very quick tonight, I saw.
Yeah, it's on the list. One of my strongest tracks, I'd say.
Okay. Did you come in as a reserve tonight? Because I haven't seen you race this season. How does it feel to win in your first race this season?
Yeah, so I didn't know if to prepare for it because I'm in reserve, so I didn't know if I'd get in. And then I was like, I'll prepare for it. Did some practice, and then in quali it was raining, and I was like, oh, we'll just send it and hope for the best. I wasn't expecting anything. I saw that I had quite decent pace, and I was feeling quite confident in the race. But then it was sort of like at the start I couldn't really run away, and then I sort of just settled into a rhythm and just go on with it.
Okay, well, thank you, and hopefully you can join us in Netherlands and have another great race.
Yeah, thank you.
Right then, everyone, thank you for watching the WOR Tier 7 Season 12 Austrian Grand Prix. I do believe it is me on my own now. Vapor has unfortunately left the commentary team. I don't know why, I was just told today that he's gone. So we won't unfortunately be seeing him back in the commentary box. But you know what? I think me and you guys are going to form a good connection this season. And I think we're going to form a great connection next week in Netherlands, because we will need it. Because it's a pretty boring circuit for racing, must be said. But Tier 7, hopefully bring us some good action. Thank you for joining me here in the Styrian Mountains. We'll see you next week for round 5. The Dutch Grand Prix, Zandvoort, the Netherlands. We'll see you next week.